When moving general goods where a sling is required, start by checking the area and the equipment you'll be using. For heavy or unusual shaped items, take 5. Use your Take 5 checklist to make sure you are trained and equipped to lift the load. Consider what is the safest and most efficient way to lift the load. For some loads, it may be possible to lift using either tines or slings. In this case, we're going to use a sling. That means the job will require 2 staff, and one should be competent in dogging and rigging to act as a spotter. As always, when using the forklift, it's important to go through the usual pre-start checklist if you haven't already, and remember to always have 3 points of contact when getting in or out. Your pre-start checks will also include checking the slings you intend to use. Do not use a sling if it is damaged or it is tagged as defective. Connect the sling hook attachment. With the fork tines together, slowly drive them into the attachment. Make sure the heel is fully inside the attachment and connect the safety chain to the fork backrest. An exclusion zone needs to be set up around the load and the truck being loaded. You must provide at least 3 metres clearance between the forklift and workers as well as Pickles customers. For their safety, it's important that you politely ask the customer to remain with their vehicle. Only Pickles staff should assist with the loading. At all times during the lift, the spotter is the person in charge. To begin, the spotter directs the forklift driver to position the hook over the load. They will be looking to find the load's centre of balance so that it will remain as level as possible. Inspect the load to determine the best position for the slings, remove any loose items, and securely fasten any parts that need extra support. In this case, this motor needs to be supported before it can be lifted. So here, it's being strapped to the main drive shaft. The sling positions are crucial, so it's important to take time to get them right. The sling attachment points should be strong enough to hold the weight while not allowing the slings to move or shift. Finally, the spotter will attach a tag line for guiding the load as it's lifted. Satisfied everything is right, the spotter guides the forklift operator to raise the load, watching it remains level and stable. If the forklift needs to turn, the spotter guides the turn. The driver keeps the load as low to the ground as practical. Before approaching the vehicle, it's good practice to politely ask the customer to move back outside the exclusion zone. When the load is above shoulder height, the spotter should guide it into place using only the tag line. In this way, they can maintain a safe distance. The spotter then guides the forklift operator as the load is positioned on the deck.
You happy with the placement?
Once satisfied that the load is safely positioned and stable, the spotter removes the slings and the forklift can withdraw. With the forklift away, the spotter can indicate to the customer that it's safe for them to secure their load. Finally, always keep in mind that under transport industry legislation, the loading of any goods where the gross mass exceeds 4.5 tonnes makes us part of the chain of responsibility.